Hey, do you know how to cook steak? I know you do. I already know the answer to that. But I want today to show you 3 different recipes, techniques, whatever you want to call it, cook steaks. It can kind of be a difficult level, competition style, a medium level, one I like to do a salt brine, and just something fast and simple. It's gonna be pretty cool, it'll be a lot of fun. So let's get to prepping, so get to cooking. So come on. Don't look good? Man, they're gonna be fun. Hey, I'm Jason Hardy with EliteBBQSmokers. And what we got here is 3 ribeyes. Now this is a black Angus ribeye. It comes from a local farmer. This is gonna be the one I'm gonna do, just kind of a hot and fast simple. So I'm gonna come in here and take this sinew, the fat right across here. We got a little bit here, cut it down a little bit. Don't want a lot off of it. Now when you do this, you're gonna run the risk of it separating on you. So we're gonna address that in just a second. And so I'm gonna show you this a little more in competition section, but I'm gonna take one of these margarita skewers and just kind of come in here at the very end to hold that spadalis on there a little bit. Right here on the end where it's gonna separate. So go right straight through there. And all that is kind of hold it in place. Now this is the one we're gonna do the salt brine method. But again, I'm gonna do the same process. I'm gonna take this sinew we've got, give it off because it won't taste good. Square it up a little bit and walk my way down. Now this one I'm gonna treat a little bit close to my competition style. So I'm gonna come across here and just cut that fat off, get a little bit of the sinew we've got. They call this kind of a hockey puck style. So again, I'm gonna take my margarita skewer and go on the end right here where it's thin at. Just kind of go into the middle of it. Then I'm gonna get on this side over here and do the same thing here. And you can see it's kind of got more of a round hockey puck style. But this is, like I said, this was from cooking home. I'm gonna salt brine it. Now this was the one I'm gonna get more into it. So I'm gonna make this one more of a competition style. Again, I'll take the silver skin, the sinew, get it going. See, I ain't taking much meat off of it. I'm just taking that silver skin off of it, that fat. You keep this, make a good stew out of it, some stock out of it, really good soup out of it. When I'm doing competition though, I want to get every bite to be perfect. So that's why I'm cutting all of this off, because I don't want that to be that one bite that they get that they're gonna mark me down on. So again, this is a little bit excessive, just cooking at home, but got a good piece of meat, you need to give it all the love it can get. So be respectful for it and try really hard to get the best flavor you can out of it. So now here's where we really get into the detailed competition. So in competition, when I'm presenting it, I want the bite be the bite. So they'll cut it in half and they'll see the doneness on this side and then they'll bite this side. So I want to get a bite of the spadalis meat. So I want to make sure when I do this, my first skewer that I'm gonna have, and I'm gonna grill by this skewer, I want to be dead center right in the middle of this spadalis meat. Push it all the way in till it gets about right there at the center. Now I'm gonna take another one and come on this side about good 22.5 degrees. Push right back in the middle. You'll be hitting the pin in the middle and go over it on this side. And then this one right here, do the same thing. Kind of another angle. I'm gonna go hit them, I'm gonna go right between them. Now, because I've got my shape I'm gonna put another one over here on this side. I don't want one in the center. I just want to put one kind of off to the edge over here. I'm gonna put one over here. This kind of to hold the shape. What I'm gonna do now is pull me off some twine. I'd roll it a couple of times and hook it there. And I'm sure there's 15 different versions of this. So leave your comments down below how you like yours. Or if you don't like what I'm doing, tell me. I'm always interested in different ideas. Loop it 1 time, 2 times, and I go 3 times. Some people say you don't need to, but again, everybody's got a method. Pull it tight like that. Now, cut off the excess. So now I've got me kind of a competition style steak. Looks pretty good though, don't it? All right, so now I've got my steaks right here. And you can see a lot of difference in them right now. You can see the one I took a lot of time to make it look shape good and look good. And you can see one I've done kind of a minimal amount of effort and one I've done really not much effort at all. But you can see the definitely the 3 of them. Which one looks more appetizing to you right now? Leave a comment down below. Really curious to hear what you want to say. So what we're gonna do now though, is I'm gonna start setting these up and start brining them. So this here is my competition one. And my competition, I'm gonna use a meat tenderizer. And what we're gonna do is this DB180 Beef Brine. Now we're gonna put this on there on both sides of it. I got a little bit in this little shaker right here. A little bit goes a long way with this stuff. But this is a meat tenderizer. It's got a lot of enzymes into it that'll break the meat down. So I'm gonna let this go in here for about 40 minutes. Now this one right here is one I would do at home. And so what I do at home when I'm doing this, when I'm not doing competition steak practice, and I like the flavor, is I'm gonna salt brine this one. So I've got some kosher salt right here. I'm gonna take this one and just kind of go over top of it and rub it in. Now, as you notice, I've got this on a wire rack. The purpose of this is I let it breathe. Kind of let the salt, if I put this on the table right here, then the bottom can't breathe and it won't do its job, or I think that's the case. If I'm wrong, leave it comments down below. Love to hear your point of view on that. I'm not worried about the sides on this one. I'm gonna just let this kind of get down into the meat. So I've got this right here set up with a DB180 to kind of tenderize the meat and break it down. I got the salt brine here to give me that flavor down into the meat. I got this right here we haven't done nothing with. So I'm gonna set these in the refrigerator for right 40 minutes. In the meantime, we'll light the grill. Come back, we'll grill the bad boys up. Yeah, let's get to it. So today we're using royal oak charcoal to supersize chunks. Now, with the bag facing away from you, top right, grab the string and pull it. Works like a champ. Now we'll take 2 of these little tumbleweed bundles, royal oak, and we'll set them right underneath it and light them on fire. Now let charcoal get hot, then we'll dump it. Be right back. What I'm doing is set this PK grill up here for kind of a warm side and a hot side. So I'm gonna dump my charcoal on this side. That way I can take my steaks and move them around as I need to. Got it wide open, I'll let it get hot. Then we'll put the steaks on and cook them up. Okay, it's been right at 40 minutes. If you see right here, you can see this one right here with the DB180 into it. You can see the color, it's got really good color to it. You can see this one right here we're done with the kosher salt brine it. You can see how the salt's kind of gotten down into the meat right here. You see where it's dissipated. We're gonna rinse this off. And then you can see this one, no different, what we got. So let's rinse these two off and start seasoning them up. So I'm gonna take a paper towel and just damp dry them off a little bit. So the seasoning I'm gonna go with today is 2 rubs. We got Heath Riles garlic butter rub and the Heath Riles beef rub. Got good flavor to them. So the grill's up to temperature. I'm going to show you that and put the steaks on there. But I got this right here set for my timer. So I got 4 timers set right here for 1 minute and 30 seconds. What I'm going to do is I flip it over and do it. You'll see what I'm doing. I'll do every one for 1 minute and 30 seconds. And that allows me to keep a good track on that. For competition, that's steak cooking, that's what I use. So I'm going to set it right here. So I've got this thermal infrared. I've got it set up kind of a wide beam to take kind of an area temperature. And so what I've got this grill grate set on here. If I got to my hot side right here, we're running right here on this side of here, 729 degrees, 716. And right here you get about 600 degrees and about 600 degrees here. So I go from hot to medium heat, and then come right here, you get 400 degrees, and then get over here, you get about 300 degrees. So if you see, I got basically zones in here. So that allows me to cook the steaks and be able to manipulate what I want to done this. This is avocado oil. Yep. Be careful with it. Now I'm gonna take this steak here. I'm gonna set it right there. I'm gonna take this steak and I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna set it right there. Wouldn't normally do this many steaks one time, but what we're doing today, you can do it. Now I hit my timer and start. I'm gonna let it go for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Then I'll show you what I do next. Oh, also, got this little butter thing here. I took a stick of that Kerrygold butter and I'll set it right on top of it, kind of melt it down. Now, one thing I will say is I don't want to put the butter on it while it's in the grill. Because if I do, I'm gonna get that burnt. If you ever do kind of a burnt brown butter, that's the flavor you're getting to that steak. So we don't want that. So I'm gonna brush that on when we get through with the steak at the end of it. Now I've got gloves on right here with the cotton gloves underneath it. That way I can handle this hot meat. Because if I didn't, I would be in trouble. Trouble. All right. So we come about 30 seconds. Now it took me a little bit of time to hit the timer, so I'm gonna probably jump ahead of the schedule a little bit. Like 20 seconds, go now. Pour this off. I'll come here. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna flip it with this grate here. Go that way now. Before they was running this way, and now they're gonna go this way. This one here, do the same thing. And then this one right here, I'm gonna flip it and turn it over. Stop that timer, start that one. All right, another minute 30. Pull it up. Take the steak. Now I'm gonna flip it the other side. You see the color we got here? Looks pretty sharp, don't it? So now I'm gonna take it like I did last time, just like that. Now if you had a little meat press, you can put it on there. We don't have 3 of them, so we're just not gonna worry about that today. Pull this over. See the grill marks? Looks sharp, don't it? So again, take it, spadalis, just like that. Put it down. A lot cooler on this side. We'll fix that in a minute. Start the timer. Hey, what's your favorite grill? You got a PK grill? You got a Weber kettle grill? You got a Rectac grills? Which one you got at home? What's your favorite? And how you like cooking your steak? Leave a comment down below because I really like to hear different opinions. Never know, give yours a whirl next time. But also, what you think about these methods so far? Another minute and a half. Pick it up. Good grill marks from that one. Because I said this will be my finish side, remember? Go right there, just like that. Looking good there too, ain't it? Hey, do me a favor, if you like this video, thumbs up or thumbs down. Let me just think about that. Leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it. We try and do everything we can to put out good videos, and we appreciate the support. Also, check out our live stream. We do a live stream every Tuesday night at 8:30 Eastern time. We talk barbecue guys from all over the country. It's a lot of fun. All right, with another minute. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take this and put this over here. I'm gonna take my competition steak that I want, turn it just like this, and put it right here. Which had a little better grill marks there. So I'm gonna put it kind of over here to the side and let it kind of cook a little bit. This one here, I'm gonna put it to this back side. Actually, let's change this around so y'all can see it. I'm gonna pour this over here. I'm gonna put the steak here. Now this one we've done, we're gonna take it. It's almost kind of like a reverse sear method. Almost that way. So I'm gonna close you down. I'm gonna set my timer and reset it for another minute 30. There's a good point right here. Each one of these steaks will cook differently. With so much I'm doing to this competition steak, it's gonna cook differently than the one I'm doing the salt brine, and then the one I'm doing over here. All right, it's been another minute 30. Let's do this. Take you right now. I'll flip you over. Let's see what we're looking at with you real quick. We're 110, 125, so we're doing good there. This one right here now, we are 132 degrees. So she is ready to come off. I'm gonna pull her off and let it kind of just relax a little bit on the plate. I'll pull this one and flip it over. We're gonna go another minute 30. See the benefit of a timer? See how I'm able to kind of keep me on track throughout the whole process? That's the benefit of doing a timer. You can use your phone, but when you got your hands and gloves and stuff here, this timer here designed for this works a lot better. So I strongly recommend getting that. Also, get your good thermometer. And these thermal works, you can't beat them. This has also got the infrared on the side of, on the bottom of it, kind of give you an idea. However, this is more accurate. So I definitely would do that. While my steak's sitting here resting, we're gonna put a little butter on it. We don't want it to dry out, so I got a little bit of butter, brush onto it. And you can do garlic herb butter, rosemary butter, we've done it before. But right now my main purpose of it is kind of just keep it, don't dry it out in a sense. Add some flavor to it too. It's butter, man. All right, that one's done. Another minute 30. Grab you. I'm gonna put you just like this. Actually, need to go this way, don't we? Get grill marks on it that way. Flip you over. Let's see where we at with you. 118, 121. So this here's gonna dry out a little faster, so I'm gonna kind of just let it go for about 45 seconds. I'm gonna set my timer to be about halfway through it, and I'll just keep an eye on it. All right, so we're about halfway. Now I'll put the spadalis away from it. I know it needs a little more time to cook, but I don't want to dry it out no more than it already is. We're at 128 here. Spadalis is kind of getting hot, but we're good. All right, about another 45 seconds. Pull this one right here off. Set it right here. Now this one's kind of in the cool area, so I'm gonna take it and bring it a little bit over. But I got it on this little rack to protect it a little more. I think it's a little cold there and stalling it out a little more than I want it to. Let it go about another 45 seconds while this is resting. Get some of that butter we got, liquid gold, you know. All right, another 45 seconds. Let's see where we are. Right at 120 there, 124 there. 123, 121. So we're getting there. It's a really good point. When you're cooking something like this here, don't worry about a timeline so much. Cook whatever the meat's gonna allow you to do. Every piece of meat's different. Whenever you're looking for a temperature like we are steaks, make sure you cook it for that temperature. Move it around like we've been doing to play with it, but you want to kind of do that. But give yourself time if you're cooking for family or whatever, because these steaks in a warm place would love to rest. It ain't gonna hurt them. So always be willing to rest them in a cooler or whatever. They're on the table right here, but we'll bring them inside in just a minute. But never try to force it. Let us do what it's gonna do. Because if you force it, you'll mess up, and that's when you'll fail on it. Okay? Let's see where we are right here. 126, 127, 133, we'll flip it over. 134, 128, we're gonna pull it off. 135 is the sweet spot, but it'll bring it up a little bit when I was resting. So now I've got it on this plate. Do the same thing we were talking about earlier. A little bit of liquid gold on it. Now this is gonna be my finish side. Look at that. Don't that look good? Got a little spot right here. We can use the press on it. Man, that looks sharp. So that, boys and girls, is how you cook a steak. We'll slice it up, see what it tastes like. Looks good, doesn't it? Come on. So we brought the steaks inside. We let them rest a few minutes while I was getting the cameras all set up here. We got good color, good marks on all right here. It could use a weight press to push it down. Got a little more grill marks here, but this one turned out pretty good. But at the end of the day, it's a very simple recipe. Even though when it's complicated, it's still simple. But yeah, we're gonna slice it up and see what it tastes like. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna come right here and take my margarita skewers. You buy these on Amazon. That's where I bought these from. They're stainless steel. They're really nice. And this one's the one we done with the salt brine. Got 2 skewers out here. And then this is the competition one we done. So this one we're gonna pull the skewers out. Now we had the string in this one, so I'm gonna take my knife and cut the string out. So when I'm doing a steak competition, what I want to do is turn in the part that I want them to eat. And so what I'm gonna do is turn in a spadalis right here. So what we're gonna do is come right here, I'm gonna take this one right here and cut it right across here where spadalis and stuff's at and fold it over. You see it got pretty nice pink right here. Wonderfully done there. Beautiful color to it. This one right here, I'm gonna do the same thing right here. Cut it. Look at that. Uniform with a grill on the outside of it. The inside really nice and pink. Look at that. Perfect color on them, man. It could have more red color, but I'm going for kind of a medium rare. And I feel like we've done that today. We've accomplished that goal. So let's see what it tastes like. So this here's my competition one here. We're gonna do that one last. Take this one. Piece right out in the middle of it. Feels good. It's good flavor, really good flavor to it. But the sinew right here where it separates spadalis from the eye, it's really chewy. So it's really chewy bite right there. If I took this out, it'd probably be near as chewy. But it's really good flavor to it. Do the same thing right here on this one. And you can see that sinew right there in the middle. So I know it's making a little chewy with that. It's a real softer bite to it. Got a little bit of chew to it, but nothing compared to this one. So the salt really tenderized this piece of meat. It's pretty cool. The flavor again is unreal, man. It's really good. Let's see what this one's got. That is good. This is a lot more tender steak right here. You can notice the difference between this one right here, we didn't do nothing with it, just seasoning. It's a good flavor to it, but it's a tougher bite. This one here with a salt brine to it is really truly a very tender bite. It's more tender than this one by far, and it's got a really good flavor to it. It's not too salty. These rubs right here, there's garlic butter to it, and this Heath Riles beef rub adds some really good flavor to this piece of meat right here. This one truly is what I cook at home a lot, because it's simple, it's quick, because it's a ton of flavor to it. This one right here, the cut on this one, the doneness, you can see it right now, just squeezing it, how tender it is. See how soft that is? This here's a little more firm in there, and this here's even more firm. So that tenderizer really done a job on this one. So this has got a really soft bite to it. So at the end of the day, we got 3 steaks right here. If I was spending money on a steak, then I don't want to do this. I want to do a combination of these two right here, competition method or salt brine method. What that's going to do is allow me to get the flavor I'm looking for, the tenderness I'm looking for, and have the value of the meat and appreciate the steak. And that's what this is. This is good, but this is better, and this is really good. Combination of these two, what you need to do. Anyhow, we're going to say the blessing, and then we'll go eat. First, we got Miss Dolly try it. Girl, you ready for this? Come on. Come on. Come on. Dolly liked it. If Dolly liked it, I know you would too. I'll say the blessing. Lord, bless the food about received. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Hey, do us a favor. Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think and how you like your steak cooked. Also, check out the next video. It's another good one coming to you. Again, we greatly appreciate y'all watching. See you next time.